welcome back everyone that was joining us in the last live, and welcome to anyone that is tuning in now. We're in Kinsale in County Cork in Ireland, and we are at a different part of the town, and where we were overlooking the town already. And nice and funny, we come to this part of town and it's a little bit more windy, so bear with me with my camera work. And so this is where our fitness park is, and this is a place that gets very busy. We have some lovely little mobile caterers here, so we have coffee, we have pizza, fish and chips, really tasty, good value for money. So a lot of people will come here and you will have people parked all the ways up here, and everyone will be out enjoying their food, enjoying the sunshine, the views. So I'll just come over a little bit here. Here's our bridge. This bridge leads from Kinsale to West Cork, so you can get to the dock beach that I was saying about in our last live over here. And when you continue around this way, you get to Sandy Cove, Ballinspittle, Timoleague, Courtmacsherry, Clonakilty, Skibbereen, all the ways along the west coast. And you can follow the route as well of the Wild Atlantic Way from the old head of Kinsale, which is beautiful as well. We won't have a chance to visit today, but I have done in past lives, and I'll do again another day. So, does anyone watching go to the gym? Does anyone use outdoor gyms? I think outdoor gyms are a great way of using your own body's resistance, its own weight, rather than, weighted gyms. And let's just imagine we're having a little workout here, if I can. Whoa. So here I am, exercising my legs and enjoying the views. Look at this. There's nice seats here as well for anyone that wants to just sit down and relax. And I forgot to point out as well, if you can see, we have the ruins of a castle here. That's Black Castle. And I said previously there's a graveyard next to it that has some pirate graves with pirate symbols on it. Kinsale was once full of pirates and all types of swindlers back in the day. Hundreds of years ago. So we'll just take a little stroll over here now, and we'll just see some of the signposts so I can show you our location. Fisherman's Catch here. They do lovely food. So we've the signposts here for Garrettstown Strand, the Old Head, which has golf links out there and a lighthouse, James's Fort, Town Centre. This is our sign for the Wild Atlantic Way. We've Ballandee here as well. The Lusitania Memorial Garden. We were close to that the last day at the Old Head Signal Tower. If anyone wants to say hi or tell me where they're tuning in from, if they like what they see here. This is a very busy road that I'm on now because, as I said, it's linking West Cork to Kinsale. We have some gulls here. They're getting excited for the fish and chips. And this bridge is actually a cool place to fish from. When we have the mackerel season here, we get a lot of people on this bridge, and you can see it's quite high up, and they just cast away in with their fishing lures and catch some nice tasty mackerel. We just had a cormorant dive down there now. I don't know if you saw that. We'll see if we can see him, if he catches any fish. Apologies again that the camera's a little bit shaky, probably a lot shaky, because it is very cold down here compared to where we were at the other end of town. It is very windy, so the wind is oh, here we have another cormorant. Oh, he is a fish, he is something. Yeah, I was saying about the wind. I think it's the easterly winds that are very chilly here, so maybe this is an easterly wind. I so have to get gloves, guys. Every day I say the same thing. I need some gloves. So I'm going to attempt to cross this road and get you over the other side. Less windy for me. You can probably hear me better. And we can get some different views. Now the wind is behind me. Better. We have an airplane here in the sky. What does everyone think of the sound of the gulls? Don't they make a funny sound? Haunting sound, squeaking, squealing. For food, or maybe they're just talking to one another. They remind me of some monkey breeds, actually. Similar noise. And where I'm looking at now, up high, that's Compass Hill. And I've done some lives up there in the past. Beautiful views from up there. Building some nice houses. Lovely views. It's so funny, you see all this traffic, but the town is so quiet. So these people are just commuting from A to B. So there's a little park over here, a small little park, so I think I'll take us for a little walk over here. Look at these birdies, these seagulls. Wow, I'm looking and every single lamppost has birds on it. They are all waiting for the right moment to strike. Maybe they're hoping to strike the fish and chip van before he gets to serve all his customers. There'll be no fish and chips left. They're probably waiting for people just to buy something and then feed them some chips. So the water is quite clear. I don't know if you can see this. You can actually see the seaweed and the kelp. I'm wearing polarized glasses, so if there is fish down here, I'll be able to see the fish. So this little park, it's a little bit out of town. It's nice. Again, I said a lot of people come here just to get some food and they sit in the park and relax and eat it, or they sit over here near the fitness park. Here we have our signs: Kinsale, Untitled in Irish, sign for Cork, Cork Airport and Ferry, Corkig, Clonakilty, Clucknaquilta in Irish, Balnaspittle, Balja á an Spidel. For anyone that's watching that isn't Irish and doesn't really know much about the Irish language, we mainly speak English in Ireland because of so many hundreds of years under English rule, which we weren't allowed to speak Irish for that time, so the Irish language kind of dwindled away. It is spoken a lot in the Gaeltacht areas, which are largely Irish-speaking areas, which they all speak English and totally understand English, but some of them still like to speak Irish, the native language, Gaelga, as it's known in Irish. And that would be in Dingle, down in Kerry, the Aran Islands. There's other places dotted throughout Ireland. So we all learn Irish in school here. It's a difficult language to learn. I can understand some of it, read some of it and speak some of it, but when you don't use it on a daily basis, it kind of dwindles away. So I'm going to sit still for 2 minutes here, guys. This is so nice. With some lovely little olive trees here. Got a pontoon out there. Do you know if you can see in the distance? All the cormorants are lined up, the cormorant birds. We have another marina over there, Castle Park Marina, where James's Fort is, and Dock Beach. I think I can see from here as well we have the custom boats in. This is lovely, the sun on the water. Guys, if I sit down too long, I'll just get too comfortable. I won't want to do anything, so I better keep going. And look what I found, a lovely little fairy door here. So I love this when people put little fairy doors all over the place for kids to enjoy. If everyone is enjoying this video, please send me some hearts. Let me know what you think. We have some type of moorings down here as well. I can just see it's like a big tire with some rope on it, so someone moors their boats here. Got a little curlew bird down here. I don't know if other countries get a lot of curlew birds, but they all seem to be on the coastline pecking away to find shellfish. And this guy is actually walking on the seaweed. It looks like he's walking on water. A bit of a Jesus bird. Some seagulls again. So guys, I hope you liked the video. Please follow me and tune in to my next live. This weather's so glorious. I hope I can do some more lives today if I get time. And I'm just eager to show you the surroundings of where I live. This is my hometown of Kinsale in County Cork in Ireland. And we're proud of our town here. We've got a lot of good things going on for us here. Nice places to eat and visit. It's a friendly community. Good people here. And it's a lovely place to visit. Tourists come here from all around the world. There's a lot of guided walking tours, or you can have fishing tours or boat excursions. A lot of water sports here, as you can imagine. So we have a little plaque here. I'll just show you this before I go. Kinsale Western Bridge. Well, we know this bridge as the New Bridge. This is what we call it locally, is the New Bridge. Erected by the Grand Jury of the County of Cork, 1882. So this bridge, whoa, is old. Engineer, just goes on to say about the engineers. So before we actually had this bridge, interesting story here. Before we had this bridge, which links everyone from Castle Park in this area quite easily to Kinsale, our closest bridge was a few miles up the river. So you can imagine in those days it was a long, long walk for people to come into town. In the old days we didn't have loads of cars like we see now. Cars passing me every few seconds. We wouldn't have been able to commute so quickly into the town to get supplies or whatever we would need to be doing in town. So this bridge, we're very lucky to have it now. And it's very easy to be connected to all the areas around, all the other little villages and towns. So yeah, someone just said 140 years old for this bridge. Things around here, guys, are old, ancient. And I love that. You know, a lot of people that live here, especially the younger generation, you know, they're so used to things they don't realise what effort was put into it, how old it is, how it's stood the test of time. And I can't think of a time where there was any issues with this bridge. Even Black Castle that I said that's behind here, that's lasted hundreds of years. We have a similar castle ruin further up this direction called White Castle, and it has lasted hundreds of years until our last storm has knocked a good bit of it down. So the trees, the old castles, they last and last. They get battered by the storms, but eventually, you know, time does take its toll on them. So it's nice to appreciate them as much as we can and to video them and document them so that everyone can have appreciation of bygone times. Someone is asking, is this in Ireland? Yes, this is Kinsale in County Cork. Cork, the biggest county in Ireland, down south. And it's a beautiful day here. I said earlier, a little bit chilly, but it is, you know, we have the sun that's really warming. So if I face the sun, I'm okay, I'm not cold. It's only the wind, the chill factor of the wind, that's making me cold on the bridge. So I'm a little bit more sheltered here. But has anyone visited this area? Is anyone interested in visiting this area after seeing this video? Does it look like a nice place to come get a nice pizza from Pizza Rustica, or fish and chips from Fisherman's Catch? Nice cup of coffee from the coffee wagon behind, and just come and enjoy the views? What's everyone thinking? And guys, I can tell you as well, I have travelled a little bit in Europe, America, other places, but there's something about being on the Atlantic coast, especially here. The air is just so clear, so fresh. Even talking now, I'm getting so much air in, it's like, oh my God, I feel like coughing. It's so fresh, you know. It's, you'll go to places, different countries, and it'll feel stuffy or humid, but this is, if you're feeling any bit, you know, lethargic or under the weather, and you come out here and you have a little walk, it's invigorating, it's really, really nice, it's uplifting, and it's so lucky that we have it on our doorsteps here. Yeah, someone has asked, didn't the Lusitania sink off the coast of Kinsale, Titanic's sister ship? The Lusitania actually wasn't a Titanic's sister ship. The Titanic's sister ship was the Mauretania, but the Lusitania actually did sink off the coast of the Old Head, which is close to Kinsale, and it was bombed by a German U-boat during the World Wars. And I think that was... They were confused to what the Lusitania was carrying. I think they might have been under, you know, the opinion that it was carrying weapons, where in fact it wasn't. I think it was just carrying passengers. So a lot of people died when the U-boat bombed the Lusitania, and a lot of the remains of the wreckage were washed up on the coastline around here. We do have a beautiful memorial, which... is at the Old Head of Kinsale, which I visited in one of my last lives to commemorate the sinking of the Lusitania. And of course, our history here, being a coastal town, we've had a lot of wreckages, a lot of lives lost at sea, and it's always nice to, you know, remember these people that have lost their lives here, to remember their journey, you know, how they would have felt on their journey, the excitement, especially the Titanic that had its last port of call in Cove, which is in East Cork, not far from Cork City. They would have been filled with excitement heading to America. They would have been nervous. A lot of them, you know, wanted a better life. And of course, a lot of the Irish people that would have went on the Titanic to America, there would have been, as in the film The Titanic with Leonardo DiCaprio, they would have been third class. It would have been a different type of experience for them. But we've had a lot of Irish immigrants go to America in hope of a better life. And unfortunately, the Titanic, a lot of them didn't make it. So they do have a lovely memorial and the Titanic experience in Cove as well, to get a feel of their journey. They have a lovely heritage centre in Cove to visit if anyone ever goes there. And most places, if you ever go to any small town or city in Ireland, they always have museums, and the museums are just so worth going to see. The local history, the, you know, the bigger history of Ireland, and to see a lot of relics there, and make the most of your stay and find out more about what's gone on in our past. So guys, I am going to wrap it up. Thanks for joining me. Again, please follow me, and we'll do some more lives. I do have a YouTube channel as well, where I have a lot of videos on the surrounding areas of Kinsale and Cork and Kerry. It's the same name, Rushed Mum Productions. And I'm hoping to add more to it as time goes by. So take care, everyone. Have a good day.